Hi, my name is Peter, and today I would like to show you how to integrate EnoCean with Aruba products and onboard yourself to the IoT bandwagon. What is special about EnoCean products is that they are mostly using energy harvesting sensors, which means that it is gathering its energy from environment, like for example light from a certain light source, which can be the sun itself or a light bulb, or it can gather its power from heat differentiation. So it has multiple ways to make it work. And with this type of sensors, you don't need to replace any batteries because basically it doesn't have any batteries. It has a supercapacitor which is fully charged rapidly. Based on the type of sensor, it can handle 2 or 3 days even in complete darkness after the full charge. So it is really a maintenance-free product. What is important to mention here that the goal of these devices is basically to avoid recabling your whole infrastructure for IoT products. Since you have an Aruba access point in your environment, probably with an Aruba AP you can utilize these sensors, and you don't need to recable all your infrastructure, which drives cost badly high. So what I have with me is an STM550 multi-sensor, which is basically harvesting its energy from a light source. It is able to report luminance, temperature and humidity, and window contact sensor, and it has an acceleration sensor as well. Mostly it is being used for occupancy detection in a shared desk environment, but obviously it can be used for other use cases as well. I have a CO2 sensor as well, which is on top of it is reporting temperature and humidity. It is also reporting CO2 levels. And finally, I have a motion detector sensor with illumination data itself. It has a PIR on the top of it, as you can see. Basically, all of these sensors are using light sources to power itself. On the Aruba part, I'm using an Aruba 605H access point, which is a desktop version of the Aruba portfolio. Basically, you can use any type of Aruba access points which has a USB port in it. The USB port is pretty important because EnoCean is currently using a dongle which needs to be plugged into the USB to enable the EnoCean protocol through the Aruba. EnoCean recently launched their Smart Studio cloud infrastructure, which basically enables us to stream any kind of sensor data directly or through Aruba Central to the Smart Studio. The integration part is pretty simple. You just need to take 4 steps and that's it. Depending on the type of installation, whether it's AOS 8 or AOS 10, it's kind of similar. Currently we are running AOS 8, but mostly it is the same for AOS 10 devices as well. So first of all, we need to gather a certification from EnoCean to be able to establish a secure connection between an access point and EnoCean cloud. The way we do it is basically we just need to log into EnoCean's Smart Studio cloud portal, click on the Aruba gateways, and basically we just need to download this CE SSL certificate. After we have downloaded the certificate, we just need to enter into the organization view in our central. As I said previously, it can be still an instant AP as well. Procedure is almost the same. We need the certificate part here. Basically just you need to click on it, and as you can see, I already have an EnoCean cloud certificate. What you need to really do is basically add a new certificate, select CA certificate, upload the file, and you are done with this certificate part almost. The next step is that you need to enter your specific group which you would like to use as an IoT gateway. You need to enter into the configuration view, security, and in the security tab you need to select certificate usage, because we need to tell the AP to use the IoT CA cert for IoT communication. And after that we are done fully with the certification part. After this, we head over to the IoT tab. We need to add a new IoT transport stream. For name, you can name it anything you would like to. The server URL can be gathered from Smart Studio. For this installation, this is the server URL, the VSS one. After this, we need to select the server type to telemetry WebSocket. On the telemetry WebSocket page, serial data is the one need. On the authentication type, use user credentials, and you can gather the authentication URL from this page again from Smart Studio. Just copy paste user information and the password as well. For client ID, you can add anything you would like to. And basically, after the profile creation, you just need to enable it here, and that is it. After the successful implementation, you should be able to see your access point appear here as a gateway. Mine is C4 ending. It is the MAC address of the access point. What is required for the next step is to basically create the sensor. So I've already created my STM550. If I click on add device, you just basically need to select the type of device. It is usually labeled on the actual device, which profile you need to select here. If something is not appearing here, they can add it on the fly quickly. You have to select whether it's a unidirectional or bidirectional communication or a switch. Most of the sensors are obviously using unidirectional communication. And after that, you just need to enter the device ID, which is again labeled on the device itself, a name and the location. And additionally, you can add AIS case and unlock code certain devices to prevent unauthorized use. And basically, after I added my sensors, they appeared here as online. Smart Studio has an application called MQTT Client and MQTT Broker. So it is good news for us because it can be easily integrated into third-party systems as well, which is talking the proprietary MQTT protocol. So with these sensor data, I'm able to feed it to any kind of third-party system, for example, this one. And what I've created is basically a dashboard with the sensor data. For this example, it's an auditorium which is capable to handle a couple hundreds of people during class. It has an example schedule, it has controls, it has some statistics, how well it is utilized, and it has these air quality and comfort part of it, which is the data is coming from the actual sensors, which is coming through an Aruba access point. And if I manually change the data to a certain level, the infrastructure is reacting immediately to the temperature values. So the fan call is kicking in. And if a ppm level is above a certain level, usually it is above 1200, it actually means that the students who are sitting in this auditorium is basically acting like after 3 deciliters of wine, which is greatly affecting their consciousness. Additionally, I have created a shared desk environment with 10 desks. Currently, one is being used, so there is 9 available. But let me trigger my motion sensor. So after I've triggered my motion sensor, as you can see, there are only 8 desks available. 2 is currently being used, and it is creating an automatic event that you need to disinfect a certain table. I hope it was helpful to you. As you can see, within 10 minutes, you can onboard yourself to the IoT bandwagon with a couple of simple steps, which is fully documented, by the way, on Aruba site and on EnoCean part as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's catch up in the next one.